The most anxiety-inducing scenes firefighters face, especially in rural East Texas, has to be an oil tank fire. And 4 East Texas volunteer fire departments recently fought a massive one just last week. As KLTV7's Bob Hallmark shows us, these fires take a different kind of response.
This roaring Wood County oil tank blaze was fought by numerous volunteers in a heavily wooded area off County Road 3947.
When I first got on scene, wasn't quite sure what to make of it. It was just pretty much flames everywhere. I was a little concerned with what we were getting ourselves into.
Tank fires require different tactics and precision among agencies because of the dangers involved.
Petroleum products, you don't know what all chemicals might be in some of these tanks. It got hot enough, the pressure blew the tops of the tanks off.
And in a heavily wooded area out here, there was the danger that the fire would jump to the woods and get out of control.
The inferno did actually catch adjacent woods on fire, creating a dangerous situation with extensive fuel.
The burning oil did actually ignite the woods on fire behind the tank farm. So we called the Forest Service in to give us some assistance to actually cut a fire break.
With the cooperation of Holly Lake, Hawkins, Quitman, and Haynesville fire units and the Texas Forest Service, the fire was contained. And
where it was heading into the woods, there were some chicken houses further down through the woods and also some residences further up the roadway. We were always concerned with those structures.
Bob Hallmark, KLTV 7 News.
Chief Taylor says a team effort involving all agencies helped control that fire within a half hour.